Hey everyone, welcome back to Soul Chat, the podcast where we talk about life, culture, and pretty much anything that comes to mind. Before we get into the episode, make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our new content.
All right, I'll start off. You're going to do most of the talking, so I'll start.
Okay.
Hey everybody, welcome back. There's a big old ruckus in the back.
You hear some sounds.
We're in Dallas right now. Oh my gosh.
Get out of here. No,
we will play
not
trivia
today.
tomorrow.
Not today.
For sure.
Get out of here. Go take a shower.
Air pinky promise.
Go take a shower.
Okay.
Go take a shower.
Heard. So hey everybody, welcome back to the show. It's Soul Chat. My name's Cole Harris. This is my sister Shay, and we are in Dallas right now at Market.
Yeah.
So we're doing a little Q&A here today. Should be a lot of fun. We're gonna be podcasting today. Kind of a little market. That's where we'll start. Market day one recap.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start there. What did you do today?
I'm tired.
You
didn't even do
7 p.m.
Yeah. I woke up at 4:30, but I had already been up for an hour before that, so 3:30 because of my daughter. We had a rough night. Drove 4.5 hours here. Worked for 10:30 to 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was tiring, but we got a lot of good stuff. We did a lot of our existing vendors, so we haven't really found like new stuff yet, but that will come in the next couple days.
Yeah.
So we ordered some home decor, some shoes, mainly home decor and shoes. A little bit of clothes, but some game day shirts, which we're excited about. We always do game day shirts for our local schools. But yeah, so we had a good first day. We got like some of our main people knocked out, which is good. We like to do that at the beginning.
Yeah. I felt kind of bougie because I went up there and got my pass. You know, you got to have a little neck pass.
Yeah.
And there's two categories. What is it? Guest and buyer?
Yeah.
I'm a buyer. Talk to me nice. Okay, that's my flex for the day. And by the way, stay to the end of this episode. I'm going to be giving y'all a brief day one summary, like video recap. It's at the end of this episode. Make sure you stay to the end to watch. But my first impressions are it's huge, right? You see the main... initial camera angle we did last year of like the 12-story tall one. But 15 stories. But what you don't see is it also is real wide.
Yeah, it's like deep. Like you go back into it. It's like, I don't even know how to explain it.
But it's because you see the 12, but then it goes down to 5 levels and it's real wide too. Mm-hmm. But everyone always only shows that main 12, 15 story section. So it's massive is my first impression. And on top of that,
my yawning.
Yeah, no, it's been a day. But on top of that, on each floor, there's a ton of people on each floor, like a ton of vendors, and some spaces. Like we went to Creative Co-op today, and it was huge. I mean, they had how many square feet you think they had? Their store was huge. They had like one section over there, then you would go up in the hallway.
Their two things are probably like as big as our store, I would say, right?
Yeah. It was huge.
Yeah.
So that was my first impression of it. Tomorrow, I ain't going to be out there the whole day. Today, I was out there all day today. Just kind of getting my bearings, trying to see what cinematic shot I'm trying to get.
You got to come in the morning tomorrow because we're fresh in the morning.
Yeah. We may try to hit a little vlog tomorrow morning while they're fresh. And I'll cut out and edit a little bit. But we're going to do a little Q&A. So, Shay, give us an example of what a conversation with a vendor would be like. Because... we can unpack this a little more. I'm going to elaborate on it then. If, like, just answer that. Just go from there. And if
well, I guess existing vendors, it's just like, hey, what's up? How you doing? Here's my new stuff. Let me show it to you. And then you order. Yeah. But if it's like someone we've never ordered with, it's kind of like, say we're like approaching a new brand, right? Mm-hmm. It's kind of like... well, what's your opening order? Because that's kind of your first question. Mm-hmm. Because a lot of people have like minimums you have to order. And then the next question is like, well, is there anyone near us? Like we like to stay unique and have different stuff. So it's like we kind of have to get the feel of that. Yeah. And then it's kind of, we give them like, we come prepared with like paperwork. And then kind of from there, they just fill us in on the brand, how it works, what we need to order, what the best sellers are. The reps and like the companies are very helpful about leading you in the right direction. And honestly, they'll be honest and be like, well, these just haven't sold. Like they'll just tell you, which is very helpful because you don't want a brand to just try to like push things on you that they like, but necessarily haven't sold good in this area, because these brands sell in Atlanta and Vegas and here. Well, what sold here may not sell as good in Atlanta or Vegas. Yeah,
because that was my follow-up question. If they're trying to sell you or pitching you, because there's a lot of people, a lot of reps for these brands, are they like just, hey, you come to me, you want something, okay, I can
So I think they try to pitch their brand, but then once you're in the door and you're ordering, they're honest. Like, hey, this will do better for you and this won't. So they're, of course, trying to sell their brand. It's just like anyone trying to sell their store or sell their line.
Yeah.
But most of them are pretty honest. Like, hey, I think you should get this, but not these. Or these are the best sellers. You should pick from these.
Cool.
Yeah.
Next question. So this one was one of my questions, right? Why does the rep walk around with y'all so much? So I was there. I was following them around today, and we were in Creative Co-op for a good 3 hours. And I was only there for about 30 minutes of the 3 hours. But what I noticed is when I left and when I came back, the rep was with y'all the whole time. It's a rep, right?
That's what they're called. That's what they're called. In like bigger showrooms.
Okay, so like why do you walk in there? Like, what is the process like, and why does it happen?
So they're basically like our account manager, I guess you would say. Yeah. So they basically get literally like it's a job. Like they get commission off of our sales. So their job is to like take care of us. So they're following us around, telling us what's new, what's better, what's the best sellers, what they think we should get, but also we can't just walk around and scan ourselves. Like that's their job, is to scan the stuff for us. They know how the systems work. They do all this stuff. But that is also, that lady that was with us is also our rep outside of market. Like she'll contact us and say, hey, do you need anything? Hey, do I need to come by your store and get you a restock on anything? But that's their job because they make commission on our orders.
As they should. So they have multiple.
Oh, yeah. They have territories. So like the lady we were with is probably sometimes all of Texas. It depends how big the brands are. But she's probably just South Texas. So, yeah.
So could we have been the only store in her territory that was going to market? So she's straight up just going there?
Possibly, but we asked like specifically today. So like for Western market, some like Ariat and Cinch, they don't come unless they have people coming. Whereas like every company is different. Creative Co-op wants them here to help, even if it's not their customers, because they're getting paid a salary, I assume. I don't know. I don't know that deep.
Yeah.
But she told me, she was like, I have to stay. She told me she has to stay till next Tuesday. And she has 2 little kids. Yeah. She's like, I'm here for a week.
Where's she from?
They live like in Kingsville, I think.
But still, that's quite a bit.
Yeah.
It's a week.
So,
it's over a week.
Yeah, she was like, honestly, all my vendors are done by Saturday. But she's like, I have to stay till Tuesday just in case people show up and they need help here.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So that was my question. The next question we have is, we'll start with an easy one. They're sorted. What is your favorite category to shop? I'm sorry. What is your favorite category to shop for? Because when I was there, I saw there's different floors. There's Western on one floor, home decor on one floor, blah, 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 blah.
Clothing, it's kind of overwhelming. I like clothing, but I think my favorite would be like accessories and shoes. So like jewelry, purses, shoes, because everything's so different. Clothes, it's just like, oh, here's 10 sweaters that look exactly alike.
Yeah.
It gets very tedious. So I would say like accessories and shoes.
Cool.
Yeah.
So
home decor is fun because you get to like see really unique things, but it's just a lot to like process, I guess.
So this next question is actually what I'm interested in too, is the process from confirming a purchase to getting it in your store. Give us that rundown. So you find an item, you say we're at this showroom, I want that. What is the process like from there to get in your store? How long does it take? How do you confirm it? You kind of already went into detail about it. You like minimum orders and whatnot, but
yeah. So basically, when you're at market, they're telling you like, hey, this stuff is shipping this date. This stuff is shipping this date. Usually, it'll have little tags.
Okay.
Like at the shoe vendor we went to, they had like colored tags, and it was like, well, this is September, this is October, this is November, and so basically, you order it based on their ship dates, and then they'll send you order confirmations, and then once those ship dates arrive, they'll call you to confirm, like, hey, do you still want this order? I need a credit card, and then we'll get it shipped out, and then they ship it to you.
And it just shows up, and that's where you see the reel that we did 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Of you and Lane and Ashton.
Yeah, that stuff we ordered in January.
And it took that long to get there.
Yeah. because just with stuff like stuff is still
Supply
kind of
chain
suffering.
deal.
Yeah, supply chain stuff. It's getting a lot better, but yeah, some stuff just takes a long time to make. And some people just do their stuff really far in advance. Like we ordered shoes today for spring of 23.
I think that, correct me if I'm wrong, you don't have to go back to market 5, 6, 7 times a year. Because if you were ordering for next week, it wouldn't be possible to maintain.
Yeah, so we're ordering now through basically Christmas here.
So I saw a couple Christmas stores, but y'all didn't walk any.
A lot of our Christmas stuff we order in January because our favorite vendors put it out in January, and if you wait till June, it's sold out. They only cut so much.
So y'all not doing Christmas?
Well, there's one Christmas vendor that we really like that doesn't put theirs out till June, so we have to wait for them. It kind of just varies per person. So we'll do those probably tomorrow.
So this goes into the next question, which someone asked about itinerary.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw you pull up your calendar. I don't know if it was Google Calendar, Apple Calendar, whatever. Yeah. I only saw 2 blue time slots on there, but what is the itinerary? How do you approach? We're here Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah.
Leaving Saturday, at 12?
Yeah.
What's our mindset?
So people reps and vendors try to make appointments. Sometimes it's hard just because you don't know how you're going to feel that day. You don't know how long stuff's going to run. So and so. We try to make appointments with the people who we know are going to take the longest, just so we know, like, hey, we need to be here at this time and allot this much time for it. But most vendors aren't picky, and like if you show up and like your rep's busy and they have someone else help you, your rep still gets commission, which is nice because that's the one who normally helps you. They just need help at the time from someone else. So you don't have to have appointments. They prefer them. But
plus
normally
for you would want to talk to your rep.
Normally, like my itinerary is like a list, and it's just like these are the places I need to go. Let's mark them off the list. Not necessarily times.
Yeah. So you don't got a 7:30 a.m. coffee.
So like we're here
breakfast
for 3.5 days basically, and I have I think 6 appointments, like 2 per day that are like the important ones.
You're gonna try to go to.
Yeah.
Which one's the ones today that you went to? Creative Co-op?
Yes, and Mom had one at Park Hill whenever we were doing shoes. We kind of split up at that time. Home decor.
Then tomorrow, what do you got?
We're meeting with Consuela, which is super exciting. See their fall line, and then we have another, like a gift showroom called Dim Deco. They do like the willow tree figurines and like some other stuff. So that's who we have tomorrow.
This is not a question, but what struck my mind is we went to Vintage Havana today. Mm-hmm. Yo, and that's probably the best selling item y'all have are the shoes in general, not Vintage Havana.
Yeah, shoes in general.
I mean, that's a playhouse in there. Mm-hmm. And then what was the place? I have permission to tell how I screwed up today about my comment.
Oh yeah.
So I was in. What was the brand I screwed? What did I say?
So we went to Vintage Havana, and then we went to Shoe Shop. Is what it's called, Shoe Shop.
You know how everyone makes the same kind of shoes. They're similar branding, similar styles. Well, we went to Vintage Havana, and then we go to Shoe Shop, and I'm like, oh look, more Vintage Havanas. I guess we didn't get enough Vintage Havana at the last spot. And Bryn's like, this is not Vintage Havana. And she's like, rookie mistake. And it was just like, I didn't realize that this. And then Bryn later told me, he's like, that's Vintage Havana's biggest competitor. And I said, oh yeah, just Vintage Havana's.
The girl just ignored him.
She knew I was a rookie.
Yeah.
It was good intentions.
There's not a lot of men at market.
Yeah. There's very few. I mean, more than I thought there would be, honestly.
Yeah.
I think it's just.
There's a lot of men decor buyers, like for big stores. Some of the men do those jobs.
You see some big ballers walking around in some suits with some neck passes.
It's funny, like you'll see buyers for like Dillard's or.
Really? Here?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, some of the stuff, especially like at a men's market. There's men's markets, and they'll come by order their suits and see all the new stuff. And
I think I saw 3 off the top of my head, men's.
Well, we walked by Levi's, and they were having some kind of huge meeting with someone.
Bro, I wanted to walk in there so bad. Hey, I'm here to shop. What do I need to do? This is my one time. I'm trying to get it. I'm looking out for our guys. You know what I'm saying? Uh-huh. But you didn't let me. I wanted to talk to them.
We'll interrupt tomorrow.
But there was only about 3 men's vendors. Vendors are the words, right? Uh-huh. There was only 3 I saw. And I think you shop. We have some of the stuff in the store, like the pocket knives and it may have been a different store. I don't know which one it was. But it was the more country looking. Mm-hmm.
So there's like a men's floor that we didn't really go on because it's kind of, some of it's closed. You kind of just have to walk through and see what was open. Yeah. Because there's a men's market that they typically open for.
Yeah. So I only saw 3. Stay tuned for that. We'll hit that up tomorrow. The next question though, I'm actually curious to hear, because I've heard, I think we asked this on one of the podcasts last year, or the Q&A last year, or you went to a market in January, that's how I asked it, is how do you select items for the store and know what your customers want? We asked that same exact question on a podcast last time, but it's a lot different when I'm here and seeing it. Because we were in a creative co-op, and there's probably, 10,000 items in that store?
Yeah,
and
probably more.
You're picking, 100 max.
Yeah.
So you're walking through, I'm sitting there walking through, and I mean, my mom and y'all were in there 3 hours. So yeah, how do you
I'd say a lot of it is style. So like we know as soon as we walk in, hey, this is our customer style and this isn't. So that just is experience over the years.
But that's not, there's like, here's pretty similar items.
So basically the second thing is price point. So like you can look at something that's made out of this type of wood and something that's made out of this type of wood, and it's $20 difference. And we're like, oh, let's keep it like less expensive for our customers. Let's get this one because it's basically the same thing. So I would say price point is a big thing because we just want to keep things affordable for people.
So, yeah.
And if we think it's worth, of course, like a bigger price tag and it's like an awesome material or something like that, we'll get like unique things. But our goal is to keep things like affordable.
Interesting. That's it.
And then some of the stuff is our preference too.
It's
like, oh, hey, I think we
tiers.
should try this. I really like it.
Tier 1.
Yeah.
What we
does it meet this cut? And then does it meet this cut? And then if not, we're like, okay, if we really like it, let's just try it.
Like the freaking coffee mug we got with the thumb holder.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. Which vendor did you spend the most time at today?
I would say Creative Co-op, which is like where we get most of our Christmas and home decor from.
Okay. How many years have you been to market? Y'all, Southern Soul, been to market? Then there's 1B, but answer that one first.
Since we've been open, so 6.
This is the 6th year?
6th year, not the 6th time. There's multiple a year.
Okay. So how many total have you?
There's like 2 a year, so I'd say 12.
How has your experience evolved from your first time you went to a market to now? Maybe a little shell shocked.
It's funny because like we were riding the shuttle over here. You weren't on the shuttle, but Bryn said, yeah, it used to be way more fun because it was like everything was new. And she's like, now I feel like I've seen everything. Yeah. So it's like at the beginning, it's really fun and exciting. And it still is fun and exciting because there is new people, but it's work. I mean, it's definitely like takes concentration and planning, and like you just have to really, I don't know. It's very tiring. But yeah, I would say, sure. I mean, you just learn the ropes. Like, you know, like, hey, I need to go here, not here. I like this vendor, not this vendor. This is better, not this.
So excitement would be one
I think the excitement goes down.
Yeah. Like in everything in life.
Yes.
What about, you feel like you've built some relationships with vendors?
Oh, definitely.
For sure?
Mm-hmm.
You walk around, you're like, hey, da-da-da.
Yeah.
That's cool. Favorite purchase of day one? This is the last question we have, I'm pretty sure.
Favorite purchase of day one? I honestly don't even remember what we bought. I don't know. We found some really cool home decor, but I would say shoes. Yeah. Our vintage Havana shoes for the fall are really good. They have some new styles that are real cool.
To be honest, I was in there, like, I don't wear vintage Havana. It's a female shoe. I was like, those are cool.
Yeah, they have some real cool styles coming. Yeah. They always have cool styles, but they have some cool ones. Good Christmas gifts.
Yeah, my favorite part about today was there's a guy, it was at the game day t-shirts.
Yeah.
And
it was a vendor's son. Like he was in the booth with his mom. His mom has a t-shirt line that's been here for years and years and years.
Yeah. And he has started his own clothing line, so I struck up a conversation. I wasn't even planning to talk to him, and somehow we struck up a conversation.
Yeah.
So I was talking about how he started his clothing line. He was a 22-year-old. He's the same age as me, just graduated college, and we ended up buying a couple of his shirts. Yeah. But it was just interesting because, you know, I'm a fellow entrepreneur myself. This dude actually hand draws his designs, and he'll send them over to like a legit graphic designer. Yeah. So that was a cool experience getting to talk to him. But yeah. Yeah. What else we got? We feel good about this?
I think we're ready to sleep.
He's
got a coffee, but I'm ready to sleep.
But it's not working right now. But that's the episode we have for today. Yeah. Right now we have a highlight clip section for you to watch. So watch this. This is the highlights and some of the clips, some of the BTS from today. So we'll see y'all on the podcast tomorrow. Yeah. And
thanks for watching.
We'll see you on the next one.
Bye. been really great. We found some great stuff. We're a little tired. We got up at 4:30 this morning, but we got some good stuff, some home decor, some shoes, and we're ready to come back tomorrow.